Oh, had to break it into 2 again. Am I going to have to do this every time now? That was 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Wow. How do you start an episode of talking about neighborhood unity when you can't even make one video go smooth and unified? Oh, maybe I'll good, bad, and ugly this one and break it up into 3. I have to. I'm not doing that friggin' intro again. I gotta do that like 12 times the first time. I gotta do it 6 times last time and 3 times this time. How do you do it 1.5 tomorrow? Well, it's Friday. I'll just say fuck it. Well, yeah, it happens. So, what was I gonna talk about? Unity. Oh yes, unity. We need to talk about why I won't unify with so many peoples, even if I die. If they're not going to take the fundamentals of understanding and decency, then I'm done. Oh, good, it's the recorder. I thought I hit it. Oh, I'm done. I won't give up talking to them, but I'm not supporting folks. Wow. The Saturday anti-mask, anti-science that we have here that I use as my training ground for comedy is kind of weird because it's going to change. It's a new month coming. Well, it is. It's a new month, and it's Black History Month. And these guys are on the 20th holding a rally that isn't with these other guys, but at the same time, the members from these guys are going to be there with those guys, and they're all their buddies. And yeah, the bro club I'm not a fan of, and I can get in and out of them until they figure out who I am. I don't talk much. Ooh, go finger. Oh yes. So why I'm talking about it today is I was surprised at how many are coming together. There's so many I don't even know of, and now it was weird. Someone messaged me and wants me to kind of be in front of them or around them or show them how it's done, and I'm thinking, oh my, like, I didn't even start doing this till Boxing Day, and it wasn't even what I'm doing now. Like on Boxing Day, I literally set up exactly where they set up, and I just told them, don't march in the streets, please. I'll move, just don't march today. Don't go marching in the streets. Do your little anti-whatever. Don't go to the streets. And they refused. They just went somewhere else. And they set up somewhere else. I let them. It's Boxing Day. I ain't there to fight. Just tell them that it ain't right. So when January 2nd came and I let them have that spot, I had the upper ground above them and could talk down to them, literally and figuratively and actually, in every shape. And it's just actually. That's the only word that I actually got to talk down to them. It's up above them, and yeah, I had my back turned and got stopped for a brief, a little bit from someone, but got back to it. It'll be nice to have someone's back, or at least have someone watching mine, because they were there. There was 2 people that I had no idea who they were that just watched my back, kind of kept these people off me. Because when you got 100 people that are protesting something, there's going to be a couple of them that leave to stop you from anti-protesting them, counter-protesting them, whatever word you want. I just want to stop people walking in the streets for 7 months, 6 months, however many months they've been marching in the street. Same neighborhood, same place. And you know what I think's funny about it? They won't tell anybody their address. I want their addresses. I could get them. I could just find somebody that could follow them or already knows them. But why? I don't want to do that. It's not my job. And honestly, they should have the cojones to be proud of what they do. You know, I will only go to that Alberta Ledge or the City Hall. Those are the 2 places you do that stuff, right? But it's for them, it's for me, and it's for the community. So the community beat us both. Even if I wanted this friggin', you can't do it. Read it, you don't want it. Too many people have already been hurt. interfered with, scared, intimidated, harassed. And in this day and age when everyone's calling everybody names, you can imagine the old lady on the street in the mask that comes out of her building to see that crowd, or the young girl on the corner, or that old guy that is trying to go see his wife, can't get out. Everyone's there. He's scared because she's in a hospital and he only gets to get so close to her. Now he can't even go to see her because as soon as he gets to the door, he sees your mob standing there, anti-mask, anti-whatevers. Need to be more considerate of the uncles. Anyway, here nor there. I won't unify with people like that. They are starting to change. I was giving them crap before about getting your permit. Do it right. I want to know what organization you are, who you are, because as soon as you register, they know who you are, what's going on, what you've booked. It's called proper paperwork, procedures, applications, and they had an issue with it in the past. They don't anymore. Oh, so many things. Kind of funny that I heard Amazon's getting screwed over. I get an opportunity tomorrow to take money from Facebook, $100, an hour of my time. That's all, and answering questions. Yes, no, maybe so. Isn't that great? If they want more from you in any kind of survey and anything that you're doing, they must pay more. $100 is a yes, no. Especially an hour's worth of yes, no's. I can yes, no for an hour. I can talk for an hour. Who can't? Well, some people can't. They feel like they're talking to themselves and they're crazy. But I look at a camera and I know that there is someone there that can watch this someday, somehow, sometime. The longer it stays out there, the more people that watch it, the more help it could be. And even if it's just helping my community here and my thing of comedy that's locked down and enclosed comedy, but yeah, my dungeon of fun. It doesn't matter if I'm dragging the dungeon floor for some jokes. Someone there is going to want to listen to it. Prostitution is positive if you look at it in a certain way. We all prostitute our time away. I'm prostituting it now. I like the song here where I change it up every day, but it is always, if you've got some time, I'm wasting mine. Let's plan a crime. I love how they screwed over, I really did. The Wall Street screw over made me, that's the revolution I was looking for. A very progressive, positive, and completely passive. Like, to be a pacifist doesn't mean pass your fist anymore, or let their fist pass you and hit them with yours. Like, we had lots of jokes for pacifists as kids, and now I am one, and it's almost offensive. What do you mean, fucking? You can't pacifist, you wimp. No, I can. I have. I don't need to anymore. If anything, my favorite was catching two. Yes, when his right was caught with my left, he threw his left and somehow hurt my thumb. Sprained it. Gave it that twist back because it didn't hit quite center. Still caught it, but the extra strain on the thumb. Ended up spraining it, having it all swollen up, and horrible feeling that if I didn't hold in pain, hold his fist, he was going to start throwing again. He had to realize that I'm looking him dead in the eyes as he looks at his hands. I'm not going to fight you, but you know I can stop you. And if you take this any farther than you're already trapped, it's getting worse. When his eyes locked with mine, I let go. I could see the fear. He was scared. And I don't like scaring people. Mask isn't for scaring people. It's because, honestly, my wife's scared. And honestly, I could be a little scared of it too. I wouldn't want to see her hurt by someone seeing me and knowing who I am following me home and all that jazz and harassing me at home or hurting. I don't want her hurt because of something I did. And I do a lot of stuff. So, joking time. Yeah, we're 10 minutes in. I did good, bad, and ugly, didn't I? Oh, I wanted to talk about... I can't see through this mask very well. How is that? This is a horrible one. My horrible day. This is the bass song of what I do. I try to mix it up every day. I have that sitting here, even though I have it on paper here too. Just in case. It's a learning thing, because every day I'm trying to change it a bit, make it exclusive to the show. But today's definitely neighbor related. Like, everyone ostracizes you for it, but I have friends and neighbors who are racist. I will talk to them. They don't know who I am. That's kind of why I'm saving this. But I'm not going to give up on them. I'm going to keep putting them in their place, telling them it's retarded, getting frustrated with them, laughing, and that's all I can do. Just keep making fun of them, pointing out facts. What can you do? At least they still let me come around. Well, not so much anymore, because I got very vocal the last little while about on my property. It ain't happening no more. That upset them, and then I lost a bunch. And is it a real loss, or is it their loss? It's their loss. I've always been a giver, so they just lost out on something given. And even if they do come back trying to give, they made their point. They made their stance. They made their decision. If anyone walks away from you, you better have them on their knees when they come back. If they're in the wrong, however, there are times people leave you and you're in the wrong. There's no way I'm in the wrong in this one. History is going to dictate that if life is cyclical. We were at 12 o'clock when the whole thing started. Well, we're almost back at 12. It's going to be over. And it will start a whole new clock of something different. Someone was saying, well, it goes to 6 and then it switches and goes the other way. And I tried to explain to them that, well, for starters, First Nations, they don't do that. That they end a cycle and begin a new cycle. Theirs isn't about a continual cycle. And then even in black culture, it's the same way, I believe. I'm not going to speak. I'm not educated enough on the subject, but I definitely know that in a lot of the white culture, this is how it is. Here's our circle, and this is the circle that repeats. And you can break those circles, and there's so many of them. They're all chained together, the circle of this act or that act, and it's incredible how just taking one away erases so many others, because you think of that one link that you have to that part of a family, and as soon as it's cut, there's a weight off your shoulder, off your back. Like the analogy of the Christmas Carol and the ghost with chains, and wow, can you imagine being able to break them things when you get them? Get rid of them, or being born with them. And that's a big thing that a lot of folks don't understand, is being born with them. The illusionary and invisible, however you want to phrase the system built for your birth chains, and how to break them. You know, sometimes it's not even about breaking them. Getting people to help you carry them. Like, along the way of your life, you're going to have so many opportunities for people to offer you assistance, and it's going to be up to you if you're going to take it. I don't ask. A lot of folks don't ask. I'm doing this all myself. I mean, you can tell by the literal setup in a closet and the goofing around talking, and not really any comedy, because I'm so befuddled on being stuck on one subject. Our shortest month is Black History Month, and how do you start it out? By hearing that on the weekend an 8-year-old is pepper sprayed, 9-year-old. 10-year-old, 11, it doesn't matter, a little year old. Under 10? Is that what they're kind of shooting for in society? I kind of thought it was that people shouldn't have pepper spray in their face unless they're needing it. And honestly, who needs it? Who needs it? That's a crowd control kind of thing, man. That's not a person, especially when there's two and a kid. Shout out to everyone out there with autistic kids who have to deal with any kind of child who is in complete strength and anger mode, and you have to deal with that. And I say deal because everyone's dealt a different card. It's a different hand for all of you. Every autistic kid's different. Someone once tried to say I was. I remember trying to fight somebody over it. A long time ago, they called me. They said I was like an idiot savant. And it was funny as heck to them. And I took offense to it because I wanted to. I saw the idiot, not the savant. And then later on, decades later, the roles were reversed, and I said it. I said, like an idiot savant in chess. And I had the same card played back at me. It felt so bad, and I felt so bad for him for doing that in the time. And I always will. I'll make up for it. You never give up. If there's someone that's going to be in your life and you wrong them, never stop trying to glue that thing together. A lot of people say, once the damage is done, it's done. But hey, you didn't break the whole thing. Like, cracked a corner by using a bad word and upsetting somebody in a time when we might have been drunk, might have been stoned, might have been having a bad time in our life, might have. Nah. To me, it didn't even put a grain of sand across my mirror with that relationship. It made me look at my own mirror. And we need more people looking at their own mirror these days. Helping fix their mirror. Because once your mirror looks real nice, you can start showing it to others or helping others see themselves in your mirror. And I always hope that someone can find some kind of funny and joy in my mirror. It's got many faces and it goes many places. Once it gets out of this confined spaces, it will. Lockdown ain't forever. COVID can't. Although, hearing about how 4 times more airborne and life expectancy of the variant. Most of the variants in the States. We've had one in Winnipeg, Canada. Man, triple masking ain't so bad. My scarf's 2, folded over, and then the masks on top. And when I say masks, I have masks. Lots of them. Put a surgical inside of these. When they first let us out after the lockdown, we took an opportunity for, I can't pump any company that don't pay me. So we went to something as a group, as a family, before the whole cohort thing started. And I took an awesome mask with light up eyes, and I put surgical mask inside, so the mask wasn't even pulling on my ears. It was sitting on the top of the head. It looked pretty awesome, like a monster. I liked it. It was fun. The kids liked it that were with us, and the other kids that came, we actually let them pass because we were so slow and there was a smaller group. It was incredible. We got to make the best of every situation. And there is a black and white and gray of life. I live in the gray. I love the gray. And I understand each another way, but I want a gray cloak. And I want badges that are black and badges that are white. Because I can't be just one. I can feel, and I can get like, it's that time of day. I'm running a little late, and I got pets, so I gotta let the little critters go. You guys have a great day. And remember, live in the gray, or at least sit in the gray before you decide your way. Thanks for coming to the neighborhood. I forgot I should be doing sign-offs and stuff. This is supposed to be like a show. Thanks for coming to the neighborhood. Keep it safe. Look out for your brother, but don't call your mother.